This is the potato cannon I made for a chemistry project. So I'll show you a little bit about it. Here we can take the barrel off the front and the end cap off the back. You can see inside I have a spark gap that I can set off with a grill igniter. And that's just a simple handheld clicky thing that you find on most grills. I also put a fan in there. I'll turn it on. See, there it goes. It's linked up to a 9-volt battery over here and a switch. And then I also have this pipe fitting here, which allows me to inject the fuel, which in this case is propane. I'm not going to be shooting whole potatoes since this is a miniature potato cannon. So I have to cut out little tiny pieces. And how I do that, this might be a little tricky to do with one hand, but let me give you an idea of the process. You first cut out a thin wedge of potato like this, and then you get this little potato cookie cutter, and I made this out of the same diameter pipe as the barrel, so that when you, and then I sharpen the edge, as you can see, so it cuts in nicely. And you just push it through the potato, and what you get is a perfectly sized projectile. So the way to load it is you get your projectile and you stick it in the end of the barrel. And I have this pencil that I use to push it all the way through to the end. Right, so it's about in this location right here. If I push it in too far, it'll just fall into the chamber. So this is a science experiment, and what I'm testing are the different air-fuel mixtures of propane and air, and I see how effective the different levels are. So I made this chart, and it relates the desired, you can't really see it on here, but the desired propane ratio to this pressure that I dial in on this metering pipe. And these values are related to the volume of the combustion chamber, the volume of the meter pipe, the pressure of the meter pipe, and the atmospheric pressure. So let's say we wanted to do like 60 psi, which would be about 4.8% ratio. I adjust the pressure on this regulator, and you can turn it up or down. And so I'm turning it down right now. It's a little hard to do with one hand, it's kind of sticky. But I'm setting it at about 60 psi, and then we'll inject that into the chamber. So I need 2 hands to do this next step. I have my friend recording for me. So I have the pressurized propane in this meter pipe section right here. There's 2 valves, so I can open one up to let the gas at the appropriate pressure enter in this section. Then I close it off so that it's trapped in this piece right here. And then I attach it to the chamber like that, and then open up this second valve, and it lets all of the gas flow into the chamber. And you take it out. To measure how effective each ratio is, I have this photodate sensor, which acts like a chronometer, and it calculates the time or measures the time when the potato enters this sensor and when it exits through this sensor, and then you can measure the distance and calculate the speed. So let's shoot it. I just push this button and the potato will fire off and hit this board in the back so it doesn't cause too much damage. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. And that was that.